it's Cheryl Elgie here from Kerrang in Northern Victoria. I just wanted to do another card using this same fold, and hopefully tonight's will go more smoothly than the other night. So if you haven't already seen it, I'm going to use Seaside Bay, the stamp set with the matching dies and the beautiful paper. It's a 6x6 DSP. I'll show you that in a sec. I have, like I did the other night, I have done all, that's the envelope. I have done all the decorating just to save time, and that is probably the most time intensive part of the card. So I think you've probably all seen this. Some of the girls called in and they've seen it. That's that one with the shells and the, no, that's not the one I'm thinking. There's one that's nice too, but there's one that's heaps nicer than that. I can't just see it now. Beautiful, beautiful papers. Here it is here, I think. Is that it? Oh, that was it. But it's kind of, it's hard to see in this light. It's kind of pearly sort of thing, for want of a better word. You can see all my scraps. That's from just, oh, it's not just from this one card. I did another little card I was going to show you from my live. I'm not quite sure whether I will or not quite so sure about it. So, doesn't look like I've got any audience, but that's okay. I'll just keep going and try and get this show on the road. So, starting with a full piece of A4 cardstock. This is mint macaron, or macaroon, however you like to say it, at 5 inches. I'm going to cut that, make sure it's all pushed down. Cut that at 5. Put out my arm, my blocks out the way. I want to keep continuing. I'm doing samples for my launch, so I want to keep going with them. 10 and 5/8 is the measurement for this larger piece. 10 and 5/8. I think, was this the... I don't think that was the 1.5 one. Then we're going to score this one at 5 inches. Let's push it up, make sure it's right. I'll do all the cutting first and we'll go back to, that one is 3 1/4. I don't think I need to cut any off that. Just cut the length at 10 1/4. And score that at 4 3/4, which is here. Probably can't see that, it's out of the screen, but that's okay. That's about 1.5 inches. You're going to cut that at 3 inches. So 1.5 by 3. Discard the one, and then you're going to 3/8. We're going to score this at 3/8 both ends, 3/8 of an inch, which is about 1 centimetre. So if I wanted to do it in centimetres, I didn't bother converting Jan's measurements. She didn't convert it either. Sometimes it's just a bit hard. So just going along there at 1/8 of an inch all the way along until I can't go anymore. Now I'm going to turn it around. Is everyone surviving the heat? Oh, and Happy New Year everyone too. I did put that on my both Facebook pages, but it's nice to say it in person. I did see the fireworks. There was a big tree in my way, but I went out there at midnight and had to fight my way through the spider webs. We'd not long put washing out, so the spiders must come out at night. So that's 3/8 there. Go along here, the same until we can't go any further. Nearly there. And one more. No, might be more than one more, might be a couple more, I think. Can't see. Yeah, if you do what I did, you'll go right to that edge. Probably can't see that there. I can put my arm in there and I can push that up. If you go right to that edge on both sides, that's about where, you know, because I've got one in the wrong place, but that's all right. Oh, I'm not going to put that away because I need that for the scary part. No, it's not scary. It's fine. Got to be confident, don't I, tonight? And then you're going to burnish it both ways. Give it a good old burnish, because this is what makes the card run in and out, so to speak. Then I'm going to burnish that in half as well. Just make sure your halves are lining up. Depend whether you moved your trimmer or not, probably. So 3 1/4. Hopefully it is. Yep, exactly 3 1/4. And then burnish this one. And the large piece is the one that we cut down. So put that to the bottom. So we go over to 3/8 of an inch. Make sure everything's lined up. Do my score line first, and then I'm going to make sure I've got that the right measurement, and it is. I'm going to come up to the score line here, which is it's the centre, but it's not really the centre. It's off centre because that's the way the card works. And I think I'll just flip it over. 3/8 is there. Make sure it's all lined up straight. I'm going to score first. Oh, that was straight or not. It is now. And then cut up to your score line here, your 5-inch score line. Just a little bit more. Okay. And a little pin. I'm just going to do a little snip there. And a little snip there. And yeah, it's this edge, I think. But I want to snip that just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Back so I know where they are. They tend to hide under things, don't they, if you don't put things away. Fold in your edges. Now you're going to have your card like so. You're going to line this one up. So this is just making sure you can see that. Pushing it into the centre. Yep, I think you can see that pretty well. It's hard to see when it's the same colour, but that's how the card has to be. Actually, I'm going to pull that. It's not quite the same length, I'm not sure why. Whether I've done something wrong, I don't think I have. I think, yeah, that was how I did my, but that's supposed to be on that line, so we'll go with that. Some of them, I think Jan said to cut that off a bit, but I'm just wondering what yeah, I don't think I did that. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Where are we? As long as that's all level. I'm going to do that. And that was right there. So I think I'm going to go with what I've always done and just put that. So centre this here. You could mark it, but actually I'm going to put it on some lines so as I can be a bit more accurate. So you want that in the centre so that it runs in and out. Then we want some, you can use any sort of adhesive. You don't want too much glue because you don't want it spilling out. I'm just checking that I'm doing this correct. Yeah, pretty sure. That's quite in the middle. Then you're going to adhere that. So all these edges are together. That's my centre line on both pieces, and the edge of this. Let me just straighten that up a bit. And that's, you know, check. That's in the centre of that as well. Didn't even check that, and that was fine. Then we're going to put some glue here, and then we're just going to close that up there. Okay. So holding that down, making it straight. Just give that a couple of seconds to adhere. So it will be well and truly stuck once it's had time to stick. But while it's doing that, I might just put, yeah, is that where I want the, yes, put my tear tape on these pieces that I've folded in. Again, you can use whatever. I prefer not to use the tape runner because, oh, come here, because you can't, well, I can't control, oh, get off my finger, how close to the edges, and you don't. Now, because I've said that, it's going to not behave. Anyway, that's all right, I can always push it in. I think I'm right on the edge there, so that's fine. Just burnish that. Grab your, take your pick tool. I've just got my little one, come here. My little favourite one. I've got a piece of pink cardstock on there from the other night. Fresh freesia. Okay. And then, sorry, the air conditioner plays up with me. I don't know with what, but it gives me a bit of a cough. Not that it's on in here. Okay, and there we have our mechanism. Yay, did it first go. Then I'll just explain. I was going to do 2 cards and do this as I went, but this isn't my idea. I saw it on Pinterest or somewhere online, and I've copied this, not exactly, but that's where I got my idea from for the front. So it's just, I'll explain that little thing there, the easiest way, that cuts out this that folds over. So you could put, see, it's not, I haven't stuck it together. I don't know whether I should or not. Perhaps I should. And it puts a decoration on there. So I've just cut that out of gold foil cardstock. And then I actually cut 2 of these, and I snipped the green, the mint macaroon off, and I just put them in randomly so it looks like the weeds are coming out. Then this little thing here, I suppose it's a shell, I cut that in rose gold foil. I stamped this little shell in, which is, where is it? This one in mint macaroon, and I stamped this one in petal pink, I think. But when I went to put my inks away, I had blushing dried out, so it's either one, and it looks fine. So I'm not going to worry about that. And this is the new ribbon. It's, is it Balmy Blue, I think. Yeah. This is, I have advertised to Paper Share. If you want more details and you're not one of my customers, you can give me a yell, give me a text or something, if you're in Australia, that is. So yeah, it's Balmy Blue. I'll tell you what it is. Balmy Blue, 1.3 centimetres, so it's about ½ an inch, and it's nice soft one. It's a really pretty ribbon. So I'm just going to adhere that, and this is, again, this is out of the paper, and I've just, what I've done there. Oh, it's not stuck on. No wonder it's wandering away. Geez, I've stuck that on crooked. Just, yeah, and I remember I haven't stuck my ribbon down either. And I'm not going to pop this up because it's such a thick card. I don't want to make it any thicker than it needs to be. So it doesn't really matter. And I couldn't work out where to put a sentiment because of the way I've done the front, but I really liked how whoever did that on the internet. So it does matter which way. I should have probably put it the other way, so the ribbons... No, that's the way I had it. It's fine. Hey, Rhonda. And Christy, and Mona, and Marlene, and Veronica, and Brenda. Hello, how you going, guys? We're all surviving the heat. It was about, I think it was about 38 degrees today. I'm not one for hot weather. I despise it. Now, so if anyone's got any ideas for where I should put a sentiment, I did try a few things. This is what takes you all the time in the world. I did have, and I'm not going to do this tonight because I tried this. I tried that happy birthday there embossed onto vellum. I thought, no, I don't like that. I don't like it up there. I don't like it there. No, don't like it. I tried a little circle there. I didn't do the happy birthday. I didn't do the right colours, but I thought, nah, don't like that. So I've left it sentimentless. Let's put our back piece on. Explain what I did here. But first, where's our little, don't tell me I've lost the little ribbony thing. Here it is. And with this, I tried to use, so I had a bit of, I'm pretty sure this is still current, because this colour is in the paper as well, Coastal Cabana, but it was it's rather a thick, it's only a see-through ribbon, but it's rather thick, and it tore my little tab off. So I've gone to the, lucky I've got lots of blues, but ideally I didn't order, like I should have ordered there's navy blue ribbon that must go with this suit, but because I didn't have my catalogue, thank you, not Stampin' Up, I didn't even get it for Christmas. I already had my other ones that I'd ordered and paid for myself. So, yeah, so it's a bit hard to order when you haven't got a physical catalogue in front of you. So I'll pop this on and I'll just explain. Yeah, there's some navy ribbon. I can't show you because I don't have it. I'm only allowed to show you what I have in my hands, in my hot little hands. This is the rules. And I'll just explain. This is the paper. Just put that, make sure that's centered and make sure it's, I'll tell you all about it while it's, so this is the paper, and I've just stamped the, where are those little guys? I've stamped the little shells and I've coloured them with, what did I colour them with? I started out with Petal Pink, which goes with those colours. I don't think it really matters much. And then I think I used light Cajun Craze, but you could use light Calypso Coral, I reckon. And the little birdies, where are they? You can cut them out as well, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to stamp on the paper, and I haven't added any colour to them. That's just all the paper on there, apart from the shells. And hopefully you can see that, can you guys? I've used layer. Now what have we got next? Next was this one. So that's where I decided to put my happy birthday. That one, that I should show you that, tell you that as well. The sentiments came from, had to go to another set because the sentiments on this one, they weren't happy birthday, they were You're a Pearl, Precious and Rare and Precious, Heartfelt Sympathy or Thank You for Everyone. And this card called for more greetings, more, you know, more shout outs. So I've used the happy birthday from there, and I've used the wishing you all the happiness you can imagine, used on that one, and the wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day is from this one as well. I didn't want to pull out stacks of sets because it's a bit off-putting for people if they've got to think they've got to buy all these sets just to make this card. You don't. And you could just quite easily just put your designer series paper and put nothing on there, but I just wanted to, I don't know, when I make a card I just want to sort of make a bit of a journey out of it, I guess is what you'd say. So that one goes on there, and all these measurements are on my blog already because I did the owl card the other night. And for this one, you can see this, and I apologise, this isn't Stampin' Up masking paper. It's some that I had, well, I've still got, that I had before we got masking paper. And I've just, because I wanted the bird I wanted him to be grounded, and this is the same paper as this, but this had the brown in it. This piece didn't because it was up the top. So I've created my own brown. I think I used, yeah, I think I used soft suede, not soft suede, Sahara sand. So I just put this layered across there, and it actually gave a little bit of a ruffle. And I have stamped some shells, but you can't really see them. Just realised that when it's dried you can't see them, so you know, you could do whatever you like there, but that's what I did. I just tore that and then just went with my sponging brush and went along there. So I'm going to adhere this. No, I haven't put any embellishments. Actually, that's what I forgot to grab out. There's some, because that's an oyster, we need the new pearls, don't we? So while that's sitting there, I've got all my, just make sure that's straight. It's not. There we go. Yeah, it's so warm in here, so I'll just put my, I think I want pearls, I'm not sure. They're rather large, aren't they? We could put a pearl in there, but you're not going to see it unless you open it, and I don't think I want to do that. I'll try a big one and a little one. Go in groups of 3, so maybe we'll put it there. These are really pretty, they're really pearlised. Guess that's the idea, because it's a pearl, it's an oyster shell. So let's close that up. And away we go, we're done. As I explained the other night, you don't want to have, these are all just flat layers. That's why I didn't want to cut the birds out or anything. You could, but you wouldn't put dimensionals on there, because you don't want it to be so fat. And you could also, that's the envelope I've done. I've just stamped this bird, and there's a little backgroundy sort of, or sandy sort of stamp, and I've just used that and I've sponged over it. But what I was going to show you is you could cut out shells from this. Where's the one with the birds? It's got fish on a couple of, there's the one with the birds, or you could cut out the birds. Let's just see if I didn't check that, whether the dies cut out those birds. I imagine they would. Yeah, look at that. So if you didn't want to stamp the birdie, you could cut him out with that die. So I love, and it's also got, instead of doing the sand like I did, I could have used this die and put a row of cardstock along the bottom. But like I said, I wanted to make it the layers, I wanted to make them one layer. So these will be all available for the girls to see when I have my launch day. So I'm getting some samples done. I've done 2 with this set now. I might do another one, and that might be enough for now. Okay, thanks everyone.